cheers to episode 171.
Cheers.
Nooners. Passion fruit.
Black cherry.
Alex doesn't want to be here.
I don't have
He's
any
quitting.
plans to drink here.
I was thinking that 170 shows in, it might be time we stop doing like the very forced cliche opening. I think we just let it go. You know how Yeah, I think so.
As if I've said that for the last year.
Yeah. No, I was thinking.
And now you're listening.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the number one sports podcast?
About time my voice is heard on this podcast.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't need to say that. It's episode 1.
So
maybe
cheesy.
the date. It's June 24th. We're recording at 6:50 p.m. for anyone who wants to go back and listen to this. Eastern, 5:50 Central.
Now you're doing it again.
Should we preview what the show's about? Like, what do we take out? What do we leave?
Yeah, I say preview the show. You should
ditch
start
the
with a hard
preview.
open. Today is June 24th, 2024, and Jared Goff got married over the weekend. That's
Congrats, Jared. Yeah, I read that TMZ article. It was creepy.
Yeah, super creepy. The picture.
Super creepy.
Where were they hiding?
Like a top of a skyscraper. And they said wherever their honeymoon is, I'm sure the wife will be in a lot of bikinis. It's like, all right, bonk, who's ever writing that last sentence. That was weird as hell.
I also didn't know Amonra was in a relationship. He was at the
He's
wedding.
been in a relationship.
I didn't know that. I saw the photo booth pictures.
Oh, love a good photo booth.
Could he be distracted? Gets all that money and now he's dating somebody?
Why did they change the names on our video chat? Why are they like that?
It looks like Riverside made some updates because you see how the uploading is a purple bar now. It used to not look like that.
See, I don't see colors too well, so I notice that.
I'm 99%, by the way, so the don't pay for internet rumors, tough day for them.
You're 97, so
pipe down.
You beat the rumors.
Cody, question for you, a real life question. Spoiler, weekly check-ins. Oh, what was that, Alex? This is going to do anything for anybody because I don't think they'll show up on YouTube. So Alex is changing the fonts of our name right now. Oh, I like that.
This one's called Edgy.
This is edgy. Cody, what?
If we had premium, we could put our logo on here too.
Yeah, we got to make revenue first. Cody, what shirt and tie are we wearing for your wedding?
White and black,
color.
Dude. Do you pay attention?
Black and white. Black tie, white shirt.
Okay, I didn't know. Did you send that in a text? If so, that's my bad.
No. I guess I just said I was paying for it. So
all right, take it back, Alex.
No, he definitely told us.
I probably did. I probably said it out loud at one point.
Can you guys see that shot of Michigan sports thing?
Yeah. I can see that, yes.
I can see that.
Yes. Studio.
Yeah, I mean, that is just... Well, we'll do weekly check-ins. Also, let's just back it up. Can we just stop? Whatever you're clicking, I hear every mouse click.
There's so many new features. There's so many new features. Drum roll, please. You could have left that, but you ruined it.
The results are in.
For every snake draft. Every snake draft pick.
Oh my God, people would crash their cars.
Are you guys able to do this?
Probably, but I'm focused on getting us through the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna incorporate these when I see fit.
Evan's not here. Evan's in South Carolina. Hilton Head, right?
Yeah.
I think
yes.
I mean, he's told the world.
What was his checklist of things to do again?
Play baseball, go to the beach.
And golfing. He added that in.
Mert.
That's what he's doing right now. So we have longtime friend of the show, Cody with the C, who was on recently as well. Had him back on. One, because it's the summer of Cody. We talked about that last show. And it's a heavy NBA show. And as we said last show, Slump Sports NBA expert. So it's perfect for him. So welcome, Cody.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for applause.
Can you stop them whenever? Like, you can start it and then stop
Yeah.
it.
That one's
It's so much-
36 seconds long. I can
It's
just
so much
go.
louder too. It's just so much louder than our voices in my
I
ear.
can turn that down. Yeah, I can.
Oh.
I can turn that down.
Perfect.
I have to do some mix and post.
What we're gonna get to is weekly check-ins. Monty Williams fired. NBA draft on Wednesday. Did you guys know the draft is 2 nights now?
Yeah.
Don't care.
Thanks, NFL.
Crazy move to have
Who's
us
gonna
one
watch the
night
second round of the
For-
NBA draft?
at 4 p.m. on Thursday Eastern.
Imagine having to work the draft and having to come
I'll
back
be at
just
work.
to in the worst draft ever. The worst
that-
draft ever, and it's 2 nights.
Yeah,
Feels good.
bad timing. And then last but not least, the real showstopper, Snake Draft, best sports movies of all time without documentaries, because you get into documentaries, you really start opening up a can of worms for sports movies. So Evan, not a big movie guy. We've talked about that, his list. So figured if we have Cody on, we should do movies. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Alex, any updates that you need to give the people from your life?
That was called Transition 2.
It was still super loud, by the way. I don't know if to turn down the volume on all of them, but that was super loud. Again, it sounded like a car crash.
Is that one loud?
Dude, we should do like a breaking news report with Alex. The Alex Dillon report.
Dylan minute.
Oh, and here he goes. He's just doing all the sounds with his typing.
All right. Sorry. What'd I do this week? Nothing. Weekend? Nothing. Well, I mean, the last time we talked, we went to Chicago together.
We did. We all did that.
But that's too far gone. And everybody that listens to this show was there.
What happens in
So-
the Windy City stays in the Windy City. But it was a great time for all, I would say.
Yeah. It was fun.
Christina's place. Shout out.
Shout out to Christina's. Shout out to Malort. Shout out to Chicago.
Grant, why didn't
Cubs.
you go to Christina's on Saturday night?
Because I fell asleep. Like,
I was asleep.
we both went to bed.
Well, I did
You guys
because
were
I had to
sleeping.
get up early. I don't know what your reason was.
Well, I was thinking back. I had, you know me, I had severe FOMO when I woke up and saw Snapchats. One, I thought it was a different night. I thought it was Friday or it's Thursday. I was like, oh, those are pictures someone sent from the previous nights. And I looked at their outfits. I was like, oh my God, that was the last night. Why wasn't I there? I figured it out is because we took our Uber and there was too much of a gap between when they
You were
arrived.
in a bad state in the Uber, it seemed. You seemed very tired.
No.
You just seemed like fed up with the world.
Well, I
Your
wasn't
vibes were
as.
low. I got a
wasn't-
bloody nose in that Uber. Fun fact.
Sounds like your vibes were worse.
No, I was fine. Just holding my head up high.
My energy level wasn't as high as Thursday and Friday, obviously. But what it was the gap between when Cody and the rest of the group got back was too much time where my body was just like already going down. If they had gotten back 2 minutes after we arrived, I would have stayed up and gone to the porch. But like, it's all about
You
windows.
were in
We
bed
like
before
ships.
me, dude.
Yeah, but we were.
You had to
we
pack
were on
at
the
the same
porch-
time.
We were on the porch
You were
for like
already
an
sleeping.
hour and a half before we decided to do that, and then it just came about that Ryan and Cormac made a bingo card, and there was one slot that we could fill to fill one of the bingos, and that was to do
You
a
guys were playing
pickleback shot.
bingo?
No, they like made this before we went, and they were like going down and saying like, "Oh, that's a check, that's a check, that's a check," and we were like, "We could have a bingo, but we all need to do a pickleback shot."
Hmm.
So we're like, "Well, you know what's still open? Christina's," and we had a half hour to get there, and we walked in, and they were out of picklebacks, so we did a rumplemint shot in the middle, and I had my captain hat on as I should have, and everybody looked at us like aliens. And we did a rumplemint shot. And we turned around and walked back and went to sleep. So, not really that much FOMO, but definitely an experience.
Yeah, if I would have stayed up, there's no way I would have made the whole hour and a half porch session and then done that. I probably would have gone to bed 45 minutes into the porch session. So either way, I wasn't making it to Christina's place that night.
I'm kind of shocked I went because I was like, well, should we? And Jason was like, well, I'll go if you go. And I was like, well, now we have to go. So, what are you going to do?
Separate note.
I drank 22 high noons, and I felt like I needed to get to 23 on the day. So
Cheers. People forget.
cheers.
I think, speaking of the volume of liquid we have to drink, why don't we responsibly become a shots friend group? Pros or cons to that?
I've always said that's what we should do, but no one in this group, our friend group specifically, most people don't even drink mixed drinks at all. It's just like beer.
True. Or seltzers.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how.
You mean
we're
like
gonna
buying
transition
rounds of shots? Or what do you mean?
80%
Or
of
just
the
like,
group is going to switch to shots.
or just drinking liquor?
Just taking shots instead of like drinking 5 beers.
Well, I'm not saying like every purchase has to be a round of shots because that's, with 14 people. But I'm saying in general, like mixing in more shots when we're out and then just like sip on your seltzer or beverage. So we aren't having to drink 20 plus beverages to feel something.
Correct.
It's
crazy.
I was thinking about it the weekend after. I was like, what if we just drank a couple more shots?
Well, I was also kind of
Yeah.
shocked we had all that beer at the house and we weren't there ever. Like we literally
Yes. Yeah. We were probably at the arcade place longer than the Airbnb in totality. Besides, if you don't count sleeping.
Pretty close.
The longest we were there was when we played soccer.
Yeah.
It was a PK
Great.
shootout.
Yep.
Well,
Bar
we
down
did spend
ski.
a lot of the mornings on the
Bar
porch.
down ski. Yeah.
Yep.
That was just laziness.
Wouldn't trade those for the world.
Yeah, that was just unable to move.
Yeah, so we did that.
Yeah, we did that as a group.
Mhm.
Yep. Anything else, Alex?
Gave up Taco Bell for my friend Cody.
Right.
For a sad
Two.
day.
Turned on us.
Cody just Snapchatted me out of nowhere and was like, "Hey man, giving up Taco Bell till September." And I was like, "Dude, why would you do that?" But it makes sense.
I'm dragging you in.
I always have
I
my
had my-
clearest thoughts when I'm on a treadmill, my healthiest thoughts.
When did you
And I was
send
on
me
that
that?
treadmill and I was like, it was Saturday morning. I was like, God,
Yeah, I had Taco Bell Friday night too. So
yeah, I was like, it really feels like I could make some strides if I just stop eating Taco Bell. And
Yeah,
it's not
true.
necessarily just Taco Bell. It's just that's my like go-to cheat meal. So if I'm not going to cheat on Taco Bell, I'm probably not going to eat other bad stuff. So
yeah,
They seemed
to be
right.
honest, the only fast food. I don't know if you guys count Chipotle as fast food. Do you count that as fast food?
no.
No.
Then yeah, the only fast food I really eat is Taco Bell. That's it. And now it's
People
gone.
forget he lived in Mexico. Big
Makes
Mexican
sense.
food
It
guy.
tracks.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does.
They don't have Taco Bell in Mexico.
Del Taco.
No.
Damn.
Why would they have those?
Free Shabakadu. All right. Cody, guest of the show. Any notable things since the Chicago trip?
Alex's life thrilling as always. I was on the edge of my seat for that.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, I wish I had something more exciting to say over the weekend. I guess I did have one thought. I watched the Yak case race. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of those.
I've
Saw
seen
clips
Big
of
Cat
it.
Hook before.
It
I think that'd be
makes my stomach
something-
hurt.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know
not
how
saying we have
people
to
do
dress up as wrestlers, but that'd be something that our friend group should do sometime. A case race or beer Olympics type deal.
Yeah, why
So-
wasn't that a daddy camp bit? That could have solved the Beer
Yeah,
Olympics
I don't know.
easily.
Dude, I try to get that to happen as well. And people are like, "Oh, I can't drink that much."
No, I also can't. I would throw up. But like,
No, I
if there was
can't,
ever a
but-
time to do it,
But just beer
In the middle of the
Olympics,
woods.
or just the case race was cool, like an actual case race. Then you're
You guys
drinking
ever
a
done
finite
one?
amount of beer. No,
Uh,
felt like something
not-
we
not a
should have done in
full-on.
college. Yeah,
I got a story, but it's
I've-
not good.
I've done a 12-pack case
Let's
race in
hear
a
it.
dorm room.
Mine's similar. It was freshman year, Halloween night. Everybody was dressed up, ready to go. I think, what was his name? Start with an R. Not Ronnie.
Rand.
Not Ricky. No, he was a
Ronnie.
DJ. He was a DJ at some of the frat parties.
Reggie.
He was a fun guy, but he looked like he was like 35 too. It was crazy. Anyways, he's like, let's do a case race. There was probably only like 8 of us, so teams of 4. He just walks in with 2 24 packs of Miller Lite, and it's room temperature. Needless to say, I think I had like 2.5 beers. I was like, this sucks. Let's go. So I didn't ever complete a
problem
case
is-
race.
With a case race as well, if people like lose interest in it, then it could end very quickly. People could like drink one
Yeah.
beer, start having a conversation, get completely like caught up in it, and then no, in our friend group, that's what would happen. We'd all drink
guess
like
that's
2
why-
beers and forget.
I guess that's why Beer Olympics is more popular because it keeps everybody doing something. But the problem is, like we did this at Daddy Camp, is everybody's playing like 2-on-2. So then that gives everybody individually time to talk to each other and get distracted. don't know,
What
like,
if
we couldn't even pull off games on the trip at the table without people getting distracted. Only
Yeah.
game we could play was Megabus.
Zoomy Zoomy?
Zoomy Zoomy.
Zoomy at a bar. Dude. Crazy that happened. But yeah.
Also, whoever told on us at the Old
not
Crow that
intentions,
we were
man.
trying to collect cover upstairs, grow up, okay? We weren't actually taking people's money. It was a fun bit, and you ruined it.
It started getting stale though. People started getting a little testy.
Yeah,
when
I never
we
liked
put
it.
this together.
I never liked
did.
The very first guy that Cormac did it to wanted to punch him in the face.
No, everyone was
Yeah.
friendly.
No, the first guy was very mad.
I must not read body language well then.
I mean, yeah, that was just one of my thoughts. I guess touching on Chicago, shout out to Happy Camper. Place is always a good time.
Yeah.
we know Gillen had his share of fun at the Bamboo Club, the Bamboo Room.
I don't know why that's a
Um,
rumor.
I don't know. I don't know what that means either. But I like it.
Uh,
Bamboo Bert.
Shout out. Yeah. The Cubs lost. What's new? I also had, I think it was Ian Happ home run, and he hit one of the warning track, and it got caught.
Cody Bellinger too.
And yeah, other than that, I saw Inside Out 2 with the fiance this weekend. So
Heard the
I
first
s-
one's very good.
Heard it's deep.
I liked the second one better. I think it was funnier. Yeah, it was a pretty good film. There was a lot of little kids in there, and I was just a little shocked because it was dealing with a lot of like big issues, and it definitely went way over their heads. So, pretty good film though. Shout out to Imagine Theaters, always a great experience. Shout out to
Glance.
Paul Glance. Oh, yeah.
Ollie.
There was a tweet about Inside Out 2 that I saw today. Made me think of that. I think it was like one of the highest grossing movies in a long time.
Mhm. I think it's gonna
You
make
guys mind if I
surprising.
try one of these media bits here? I'm just really curious. Just want to listen to it. Can I do
Whatever.
Powered by Riverside.
Kind of fire.
So-
By Riverside.
Does this mean Inside Out 2 made more money than Dune 2?
Yeah,
Right? That was
it already
2024.
pa- it
I
already
thought
passed
Dune 2
Dune
came out in 23.
No, I saw that this year, I think, in like the winter.
Yeah, I think in January.
That intro was a
February.
bop.
But yeah, it did pass it.
Nice. That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
That's all. Just getting ready for the wedding. Super fun process. I can't recommend it enough. Plan a wedding. Plan 2. I don't care.
Do you think wedding planner is one of the worst jobs in America, or do you think they have fun doing it?
No, I think people that do that are legitimate psychopaths, and they love to do that type of stuff. Our wedding coordinator is like genuinely insane.
They love logistics. They love
Love
emails. They love text. They love it all.
Yeah, like she had timelines to us like 3 months ago. It's like, I'll be on, I don't even know what my calendar looks like for work next week. I will not be taking a look at this. So I don't know. I feel like Marissa would love it. Marissa would love that.
I don't think so.
Maybe parts of
You
it.
think so?
There'll probably be some decisions. I don't know. Some are probably fun. Some probably stink. I just
Pretty
care about the
controlling,
music.
too.
I just want the
Yeah.
music, and that's about it.
Mhm.
And the food, maybe parts of the food. I don't care about decorations. I've already said that. Any like table settings, I never remember those from other people's weddings. So I don't have any strong opinions on table decor.
Grant, what'd you do this weekend?
God, he's good. full-time producer. Well, I did have an interesting thing happen to me. I don't know how in-depth I want to get. It's a little personal, but I did have a colonoscopy on
Gotcha.
Friday. So,
Not for pleasure.
I don't think you should get into that.
no, everything's good.
No.
That's good. Outcome's good. I'll just say this, like, a lot of people are getting colonoscopies on a Friday around here. Like, it was like a sardine in a can, just in and out, in and out. Next.
And everyone 50 and up.
Next. Yeah.
Okay, next.
The prep. I'm trying to think of anything else that was. I went to the driving range yesterday. Hit
Oh,
100.
how'd you hit him?
Okay. I feel like I got a little something, a little more consistency at the end, which is all golf is about. I am not pleased to report.
The range isn't the course.
Correct, but I'm not pleased to report that I think for probably the whole summer I'm going to end up doing the wide stance bit just because it's the only chance of consistency I have right now. Eventually, I would like to not do that because I don't think my back and my body can take that as I age. But for now, it's okay, and that's what it's going to have to be if I'm playing actual rounds on a course and don't want to be embarrassed. Still will be embarrassed, but less embarrassed, more consistent.
I'm a bump and run warrior. I've really perfected that craft.
Bump and run. I like that.
No, I'm not trying to get cute with a 56 or 60 anymore. Just
you
bump
shouldn't.
And run. Let it roll.
Max, no cap, 100.
I successfully hit out of a bunker a few times in a row for the first time in my life, so that felt good. Shout out to Evan and Alex for the tips of the old hit it like you're trying to hit a cut type thing. Pulled my hands inside. Felt pretty good.
Grant, I believe you sent a text this weekend that you figured it out. No?
Yeah. Yes, I did. Like a hyperbole, but no. I mean, the second laugh really gets me. If it was just the first laugh, it's not as bad, but then they start laughing again.
Because it's just embarrassing for you. They're laughing at you.
I figured out, I think, what it's supposed to feel like. It's just a matter of getting that consistently. But the thought of throwing my hands out to second base as if I was a baseball player helped me out a lot, especially with driver. So we'll see. Have some big rounds coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So we'll really know after that. I think that was it. Got Taco Bell last night. Oh, Cody, did you watch? Are you caught up on Dragons? Did you watch last night's episode? Like with spoilers and everything? I don't want to do that to you.
No, that's fine. I watched half of it and I fell asleep.
This is kind of awkward.
What's the last scene you remember?
I don't know.
I don't think Wilkins really watched this show.
Probably genuinely 30 minutes through.
Look, if he's saying we can talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. So spoilers for everyone else. If we're being honest, I don't know if Alex will disagree. He tries to be a hardo about all these episodes.
This episode was so bad.
It wasn't the most thrilling episode. It was important with all the dialogue.
It was a very cool fight scene. Very cool.
I didn't think it was that cool. The ending one? I didn't think it... Compared to Game of Thrones ones, it wasn't that cool.
This isn't compared to. This is the same realm. It's all the same.
Okay, that was super nerdy. I'm comparing it to that series, Game of Thrones. The fight scene was like abbreviated. Why? It wasn't...
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Nah, that's a good quote. But sorry, that's what we do. We compare things to other things. I thought it didn't deliver. There was a lot of holes in that scene.
You could tell it wasn't super exciting because I fell asleep.
Okay, yeah. Well, Cody doesn't like House of Dragons to begin with, so...
No, I do. Really it's just like, I was never really that into... I mean, the dragons are cool, and Daemon is fun to watch. But I was never really into the Targaryen part of Game of Thrones. Like, that didn't really... I was a Jon Snow guy. I liked the Rook storyline. Like, Battle of the Bastards, that whole deal.
All right.
The
Question.
Lannister storyline.
Since everybody loves,
I love the Lannisters.
everybody loves comparisons.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to compare, right? That's what you guys like doing.
Yeah, and ranking things. And ranking
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Talk about it. You didn't even see it. So
I did watch most of it.
Season for season, no.
Was it a good season? Did you really
the beginning of season 2, I remember it was like Arya was on the run with a guy in the back of a wagon.
Super boring.
They went to a place and I was just like, all right,
boring.
Like we're setting something up here, but I don't know what.
I didn't like her whole storyline, to be honest.
Oh, Joffrey was like in his thing, doing his thing as king in the beginning there.
Brianna Toth came in.
They I think they had Jaime. The Starks had Jaime at that point. But they were just like making their way over. It was just like a lot of walking and boringness.
Rob was preparing for war. He got was Red Wedding season 2 towards the end? I think it was. So maybe we'll get that. I think Red Wedding was season 2. I feel like that's what I'm remembering.
Here comes the typing.
I got it. What episode?
299 AC. That's not gonna help me. Season the 9th episode of season 3.
Okay, end of 3. So maybe I'm forgetting 2 completely. I don't know.
The Battle of Blackwater.
I'm just saying the beginning of season 2 was really boring for Game of Thrones.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love like anytime a dragon is on the screen, like that is instant gasoline. But I don't know. I guess I'm not super locked into all the ins and outs of the Targaryens because I know how the story ends.
I think they're just building, and I
don't know how it ends really. Well, I guess from that, yes, but I don't know what happens in this bloodline.
No spoilers.
Yeah,
I do know episode 4 there is going to be the big like battle scene.
What? Don't tell me that.
I mean, it's like well known. I think the show writers have already said that.
First time hearing of it.
Season 4.
First time hearing of it.
Or in episode 4, and then episode 3, I think
build up.
Damon's going to go on like killing spree, so that'd be cool.
You know what this is missing? Comparison, what we love to do.
Death in both episodes. There's a baby slaughtering in the first episode. I mean, that's pretty graphic and nasty. They hung like 12 people in episode 2. 2 brothers killed them.
I'm not in it for
then bro goriness. Killed himself. Kind of crazy.
It was. But can I tell you what it's missing from a big picture standpoint? If you allow me to. It's missing an evil existential threat that the White Walkers had. That was the tie-in link of all of the Game of Thrones, where like, yes, there was infighting between families, which can get a little stale, if we're being honest. They always would suck you back in with the White Walkers. You're like, ooh, what's that big bully gonna do later seasons? We don't have that right now. And I think I can only take so much of the in-house bickering. I need a little existential threat.
Like the crab walker guy.
It's like our presidency. It's like Biden, Trump. A little bit boring. We need a little, what's Russia going to do? What's China about to do?
Okay, cut.
Not to go there, but that's not a cut. That's real life. You can only take so many debates between those two.
Yeah.
It's episode 2.
In general, though, like prequels don't just like blow me away. So like movies and
Did you
shows.
Like episode or season 1, Matt?
Yeah. I do remember being blown away when the kid got eaten by the dragon. I do remember being like, whoa, here we go.
The Daemon like battle scene where he just like murks everyone.
Pretty solid, but though that was a Mickey Mouse army that he was fighting as well. I need to see him against the big boys.
He also has a dragon that's like the size of the Empire State Building. Pretty crazy.
So would that make Vagar like even bigger then?
We're not.
Like if
anyways.
The White House?
All right, you don't like it. It's fine. Most people who listen to this already think that your TV and movie opinions are hot garbage anyways.
Wow.
I will say that I agree it wasn't like I didn't turn it off, just mind blown.
No, they did a lot of prep work. The argument
But they
between
have to. You
Rhaenyra
have to
and
prep.
Daemon,
You can't just go into that stuff.
correct. The argument between Rhaenyra and Daemon was good stuff. That they got a lot of family drama out there. We're gonna see does Daemon come back crawling to her, or does he go do his own thing? They really are creating a unanimous villain in Kristen Cole. I was listening to a recap episode podcast this morning about it, hearing other people's thoughts, and someone posed the question: does anybody that watches this like Kristen Cole? Unless you're like a girl and attracted to him, I would say the answer is no. I can't think of a more unanimous person that people hate than Kristen Cole.
Fair.
So, like, in Game of Thrones, when the set blows up, I don't know if you watched that episode, Graham.
Yep.
That had nothing to do with White Walkers at all. It was just crazy, and they just blew up everyone. Was
Yeah, because
that entertaining to you?
Cersei has juice. We need a Cersei.
Well, Allison's kind of soft, so I don't think that's going to be
Right. Yeah. Right now we're building to some crazy stuff. We're getting there. We're identifying who could potentially go crazy. Thus far, I don't know.
Season 2, Cersei was just like trying to rein in Joffrey the whole time. She did not do anything cool.
Yeah.
All she was known for.
Yep.
Daenerys was like not even. She just like walking in the desert, so it was super boring.
Yep.
Like all the people that turned into something crazy in season 2 were pretty boring. Robb Stark died.
Yeah.
That was sad.
But I get
Jon Snow was just chilling with fat people at the wall.
Yeah.
That was like
Well,
weird. That
but the
weird
show-
group that came there.
The show's not going to go 7-8 seasons though. Like it's probably only going to be like 4 seasons at most because there's only so much story to tell with that. So it's like they can't really afford a.
No, Game of Thrones went too long.
They obviously they have to they have to set up some stuff. But I guess I don't know. It doesn't really. I didn't know like where Game of Thrones is going at any point, so that adds to the intrigue of like, do I need to pay attention to every conversation ever?
You would have known where Game of Thrones was going if you read the book, right?
The book's not that he hasn't finished
1 through 4.
So that's where, yeah, but not the endings.
Let's be honest. Majority of people haven't read the books that are listening to this.
Yeah.
All right, we're speaking to like monkey. We're talking monkey brain. I want to be entertained, which is how I enjoy television. I don't like the theories. I just want to watch it and be entertained. I'm not trying to predict.
This is not a show for you.
Yeah, I can still enjoy it if it's entertaining. I'm just telling you.
That's why you didn't watch Game of Thrones. You watched a YouTube video and then you watched 1 season of it.
And I was entertained. The last season was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Brett watches it and he goes, dragons burn and eat people. So cool. Sword fighting. Wow.
It was entertaining. Just entertain me. That's all.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Speaking of fire, let's talk about Monty Williams.
Boom! Like, pro transition there. Monty Williams did get fired. Right or wrong decision, Cody?
Right. I don't know how you can let that guy continue to coach. Also, any money that is taken out of Tom Gore's pocket for a buyout is a win in my book. Make his pockets hurt.
Spiteful, Cody.
Tom Gores is actually like semi-serious about fielding a competitive basketball team. I don't think he's capable of doing it from a leadership perspective. So it is nice that he's willing to pay $65 million to Monty Williams to not coach. I don't know. I'm not a huge believer in Langdon. I know he made the Pelicans like somewhat competitive, but let's not sit here and act like the Pelicans are going to be a superpower in the West.
Whoa, dude. We'd kill for
that. What, a 7 seed? Like a play-in game?
In the West?
I would do bad things.
Like a 4 seed in the East.
I would do bad things to be the Pelicans.
Fair. I guess that's fair. I just don't see them doing
And
it.
Alex wants Zion so bad. Alex loves Zion.
I do.
I don't know who I would have hired as the president of ops. I guess it just doesn't wow me. I think the only thing I'm super nervous for is that we're all of a sudden just going to hire everybody from the Pelicans. Like James Borrego seems like the coaching hire we're going to make now. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't want like Pelicans U in Detroit. Like I don't want like a mini version of the Pelicans here in Detroit. I don't think that's where we need to be sourcing a lot of our talent from when there's better options.
Well, we
Like
could have
Chris
hired a
Quinn.
4th grade basketball coach, JJ Redick.
Oh yeah, Chris Quinn. I'd rather have him. Like he's young. He's worked next to Eric Spoelstra, Sam Cassell, who's on the Celtics. Like I just think there's better assistants.
Well, we haven't even
Out
hired
there.
a guy yet.
It seems like Borrego, if you follow like what James Edwards is saying and what Woj is saying.
Until it's official, it's not official.
I'll give him a chance. Like Alex says, I'll talk myself into anybody.
I don't think you have to do that much coaching in the NBA to begin with. So it's more so about roster building for me.
I just think it's about culture-wise, though, because like we're never gonna have supreme talent in Detroit. So it's like if you get a guy like Chris Quinn who's worked like with Heat culture, like we can have an underperforming roster and be competitive.
We have a bad roster with no signs.
And we
of
will
getting
for
developed.
7 years.
So first things first, you need new players.
Yeah.
That
Which is a
maybe
good
like
thing we fired
one
Monty
guy
Williams
that could
because-
shoot a basketball would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Maybe one.
I don't
3-point shooter.
want to do this to our guest Cody, and this we all have him, but I went and I searched the name Monty in my text because I was curious what I said, what the temperature was at the time. I think Cody of our friend group was by far the most bullish on Monty Williams. To his credit, I think he backed off pretty fast once he realized things were going south. But around when it happened, people forget that Alex was a big Kevin Ali guy. I'm not sure he did much better when he got a chance with the Nets, but I know it probably would have been just as bad, if not worse. Or it couldn't have been worse, honestly.
We don't know that.
Couldn't have been worse. From Cody, he did say, quote, "I need Monty Williams in the Pistons building right now." From
That
May,
was right after he got fired.
May 14th, 2023.
hired.
People forget
And then he said, "I don't know if
No.
Monty is a win-it-all guy for us, but he will at least get this roster to the playoffs." That one hurts.
Well, that I don't think you could close the book on that one yet because Tom Gores didn't give him enough time.
Great spin. Next year, he's a sophomore year coach. Year 2 bump for Monty Williams.
You
I
already
just
said
the entire hatred with Jaden Ivey. As soon as that started happening, and he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna play Killian Hayes over Jaden Ivey." That was when I was like, "Oh, I mean, that was the coldest take of all time."
Yeah, that was the moment.
I think I missed what you said.
Yeah.
What was the nice thing Wilkins said right before that one?
That he needed Monty Williams in the building right
Oh,
now.
So on October 28th,
Oh, no.
Stones are a lot more fun with Monty Williams coaching them.
Those were the first
That one?
few games. They were. To his defense, they were. First games were awesome.
Listen,
Yeah.
5 days later,
Yeah.
it's another year of stink. Monty Williams hates Ivy.
Hey, I told you he
5
flipped
days.
fast.
Well,
I told
I'm
you.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's when we went on our like 20 game losing streak was the start of that.
I told you he flipped fast.
I mean, it seemed like the right hire at the time. I cooled off on it even when he said no to the initial offer, and Gores was just like, "Well, what if I just make you the highest paid coach ever?" He's like, "Well, sure," because I don't know if I got offered that amount of money to coach an NBA team and there was that big of a buyout, why would I not? Like, why would I try at all?
And
Well,
and
I
he
get
said it
personal
at the press
integrity.
conference. He was
I
honest
get
with
for
us.
personal pride, but like you have no incentive to really earn anything. I don't know.
I also think he's a classic coach that's like fine with the veteran team, like a Doc Rivers type, but like he's not a young, energetic dude that's gonna, I don't
Yeah,
know,
he's
get young guys fired up to play for him.
He's like a Mike
Clearly.
or Doc Rivers, all these
Bum.
like they can manage stars, but they're not going to develop anybody, which is historically our
Bum.
The two things that I knew it was over fast for Monty without even giving him benefit of the doubt was Killian Hayes over Ivy for that long. And two, the stat I love that gets brought up a lot is he played 11 players in the first quarter of a basketball game once. It's like, whoa, what are we doing? Like he would just play the full bench unit like he was playing 2K and he had auto subs on. It's like that's really not how NBA teams operate. They try to stagger their good players so they don't give up 15-0 runs. And he just didn't. He just played full-on bench units, and we suck. Our bench is terrible. So, right decision. Long-winded way of saying that was the right decision. Tough decision. Embarrassing decision for Tom Gores to do. Like, on one hand, I'm happy that he ate the money, but also it's like, yeah, you kind of had to because you made a terrible decision, and I'm at least glad that you realized it was over. Is Alex adding titles to our names? What is this? Okay.
They need to get somebody in that building, like a Spielman, to where Tom Gores isn't making the hiring decisions and somebody else is overseeing that process, because it's very clear that we can't hire the right leadership and
Bill Lambier.
develop anybody.
Kidding.
No.
Potential coaches. Cody mentioned Borrego. I'll give him a shot. I don't know a ton about him. Him or the name Sean Sweeney from the Mavs. I've seen people have said nice things about. So if people in the sport say nice things about them, I'll give them a chance. I'll give anyone a chance. Who am I kidding?
Yeah. It doesn't matter who we hire.
John Beeline, Jim Boeheim. Give him a chance.
Coach K, Tom Izzo.
No.
Did you guys see Izzo's golf swing?
Yeah, he's not very good.
I think he was just in a bad spot. I gotta try to find.
He was, but I've seen his golf swing before.
Oh my god, it was so funny. It was heartwarming too. It was just like your old grandpa trying to hit. I mean, he is like almost 70. It was just a comic golf shot. Let me find that. I didn't want to say it.
69.
God, people tweet so much. Where is this shot? Anyways, Alex, do you even care about who our coach is?
No.
Who would make you mad that we hire? Maybe that's the better question.
Stephen A. Smith. Who would piss me off?
If they hired Wilkins, all right, here we go.
Mike D'Antoni, Mark Jackson.
Look at that thing.
Stan Van Gundy. That would piss me off.
I mean, I've seen worse swings.
It's just so funny that it goes right to the right. It's so good.
Muzzle rocket into the shit.
Bang!
I mean, that's tough. Ball above the feet.
Was he trying to hit a nasty cut around that bush onto the green?
Well,
I think he was.
You're not hitting a cut off that stance.
He clubbed up with his,
but not
a hybrid
this tree that's right in front of him.
He was going Xander Schauffele at the PGA out of the bunker. Just gonna cut that baby.
And your swing, one
if
hand.
anything, he was gonna hook the living shit out of that way left if he made contact. But
close stance. I mean, that I could watch that all day. That's funny.
What I have a coaching candidate. What if we had to go backward to go forward? And we hired Kevin Ollie.
Oh, yes.
Kevin Ollie.
Player development.
It's crazy. We just went through these conversations a year and a half ago.
Dan Hurley will pay you even more money than the Lakers offered because we have endless money.
Darvin
Jay Wright
pissed me off.
Jay Wright's out there. Every coaching vacancy will get Jay Wright attached to it at first. You know, Brad Stevens, new challenge. Chris Holtman. Nah, he got hired at the ball.
These are all dumb. We're not going to hire any of these people.
You don't say, Alex. You don't say that was the bit. Chauncey Billups.
It's a waste of time. Waste of time.
You know, it's also potentially a waste of time. The NBA draft.
Yeah, that is a waste of time.
Based on how people talk about it. Let's start with this. We have the 5th pick right now. Will you be happy or sad if we trade the pick to move back?
Happy.
Don't care.
Okay. Cody,
Trade.
Why happy?
Because I don't think whoever we take at 5 is better than who we would take at 12 to 15.
I like that logic. I think that's pretty true.
Because who we're probably going to take, let's be honest, we all probably know at this point. It seems like we're trending to Matas Buzelis.
Stop it. Stop that.
seems like that's where we're trending. I would much rather take Klingon or Castle if they're there, just because I'm a big believer in college kids, just because I've seen them play.
You like
And I know that
winners.
they're playing good conversation.
You
Yeah, I
want
like winners.
Klingon? Another big man?
Yeah, because at this point,
No.
it would be better.
Change his name to Troy Weaver. Change his name to Troy Weaver.
No,
Change his
because
name.
at this point, it would be better to just.
I wish there was a booing media, and I would.
It
play
would just
that.
be better than to just run out Klingon and Duran at the same time, like the
Disgusting.
Timberwolves.
And we'd
You wouldn't
score
trade
31
Duran?
points a game.
Would you trade
I'd
Duran?
keep him. No,
Wow.
I probably would. I just
You're a
don't know
sicko.
what you could package for him.
You're a
Right.
sicko.
No, I don't know.
Change
Just the
that.
draft is so bad, but I just feel like if we trade back, I don't remember the Frenchie's name, but he's
Which one will
literally-
be? Risa Shar?
No, Risa Shar, not him. Starts with a T.
Sar? Oh, Tijane Salon?
Tajay Salon. Yeah,
Can I
he
say
was the
something?
Yeah,
I looked at his tape today because he was in the James Edward article. I like the look of this kid. I think he could
I
actually be a
like-
ball player.
I like him too. I think he's better than Buzelis. He's a year younger. He's more raw. The problem is, if he busts, he's the exact same story as Sekou Doumbia. 'Cause it's kind of the same comp. And we also just had Killian. So
Right.
the French foreign players have left a bad taste in the fan base's mouth. So
Awful.
I don't know how we can physically do that again. I guess the upside I have with Buzelis is, I mean, he did have offers from Kentucky or North Carolina before he went to the Ignite. So
No.
it's not like
Did not
he
know
could have
that.
gone to college and played like pretty high level ball. And who knows like what that looks like if he doesn't go to the Ignite, because the Ignite stunk. But I mean, you look at that clip that Alex sent us today of
Mickey Mouse
his, like,
Clubhouse.
I mean, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse clip. It looks like
Ooh,
it looks
he
like me
bad.
playing. It looks like if I went out and played college ball. Like it looks that bad. I don't see how we're in a position to gamble on is he going to develop a shot or not. And he's also super lean. Like he won't even be of value for at least 2 years. And also, how do you put him out there at the same time as a SAR?
Is there a worse song to pick for a low light tape than the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song? I think that like adds the insult by 5 to that video. It's so embarrassing.
He just looks like a really shitty Franz Wagner. What pick would make you more upset, him or Reed Shepard?
Well, I like Reed Shepard, so let's get into
yeah.
that.
You really?
I'm a Reed guy.
I'd rather have Reed Shepard.
Really? He's like Peyton Pritchard.
Better though.
Yeah,
I
but better.
guess.
Well, I'm in the minority camp that I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm intrigued to go down the route where we don't force Cade to be our point guard and primary ball handler. I think he'd be kind of nice, like a secondary guard, can come off screens, and then you let Reed take all the load of that. They're both great passers. Reed's a sharp shooter. The problem was his last NCAA tournament game, which us sickos love. He didn't play great, but he also was a freshman. He's super athletic. He can jump. I'm in. I think he could be like Derek White, which I know you're like, why would you take him 5th? But like Derek White's very important for a finals team, which is good for this
Derek
draft.
White's
So I
good.
do it.
Well, it's
I would
clear
take-
you're
I
not,
just said that.
Probably not. You're not. Gonna
That's
get
why
an
I changed your
all-star
name to
on this
Might
draft.
No Ball.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to
Cody
get an all-star. on
does
this draft,
not.
So you do have to grab.
Someone's going to be an all-star though. That's the crazy part. That's why we're going to watch both nights into the end of round 2. Just kidding.
You're right. Bronny James is going to be an all-star.
Yes.
Let's assume, because this is probably how it's going to go, Sar and Risa Shea are off the board.
Good.
That's probably
Don't want
one
him.
too. Who's your ideal pick at 5?
Well,
Connect.
Alex doesn't even know who's in the draft.
I
Yeah, this is Alex's first time hearing Risa Shea.
That is not true. It's just a bad draft.
I do like Dalton Connect. I do. And again, he kind of goes in the
That's
Reed
what I
Shepard.
said.
He goes in the Reed Shepard tier where, yeah, his defense is probably going to make you want to claw your eyes out. But if our goal is a franchise right now and people are going to be like, you're stupid, our goal is just to compete for the playoffs. You don't really get hunted as much in the regular season when you suck at defense. That's more of a playoff thing. So I will take a scorer. He's a more athletic Bojan Bogdanovic, who we just paid a ton of money and then we got rid of him. I would take Dalton Connect if he's there. I do like him a lot. Another guy I wouldn't hate is Dillingham. I think he also can score a lot, and he's more athletic.
Yeah,
I like
I
Rob.
like it.
That's fair.
I'm cool with the SEC boys. I don't
I
don't know.
Castle. I like Castle a lot. He's probably my ideal pick at 5 because he's probably like a Drew Holiday someday.
Yeah, he just got to learn how to shoot, and that's the hard
Yeah,
part.
I don't want him.
But it's just hard to.
I
It's
don't
hard to
want
judge him
another guy that
offensively
can't
because
shoot.
he wasn't asked to do that for UConn. I mean, he shot well in the title game, which was nice to see at least. But you can't go off one game. I think he shot 26% from 3.
It's really bad.
He did have one good shooting game in that run, I do remember, but he also wants to be a point guard. He wants to be Cade Cunningham, which is going to be interesting. I don't know if that's great.
That's fair.
No.
I just we really need like culture guys if we're not going to get shooting.
Reed Shepherd.
We could sign shooting. Dillingham probably makes the most sense. I just don't know. Like he's probably a reach at 5, but 10 he makes a lot of sense.
There's no reaches in this draft. They're all the same. They're all
True.
the same.
Let's get that
I
word out of
also-
our
Rob,
vocabulary for this draft.
Reed, Dalton. Just give me any of those 3.
Well, Sasser
Sign
showed
me up.
flashes. So then if you draft Dillingham, what do you do with Sasser?
If you draft Dillingham, what do you do with Sasser? Sasser leads your bench unit.
If you draft Dillingham,
Probably.
do you trade Ivy?
No. Well, you could. I mean, I don't care. Who do I care? But I don't think they're going to trade like anyone this year. I don't. I think this is an evaluation year because we just got a whole new system, which kind of sucks for us fans. Selfishly, I'd like to see some movement. I will say this. There's been a lot of smoke and praise for this guy. I think they took him from New Orleans. It was a guy that was a shooting coach for New Orleans. And if you look at New Orleans, they have a lot of tall, lanky 3-and-D guys that they kind of develop their 3-pointers. So that, I guess, is our only selling point if we take someone who's not a great shooter and maybe can help Asar and Jane Ivey. Because right now, if we're being completely honest, there's not a single player in our starting 5 even, because Cade's not that consistent, that's like a reliable 3-point shooter. And that's sad, but that's the truth. Cade's the closest thing we have, and he's not there yet.
Well, and who's the white guy we got at the deadline?
Oh, Fontecchio.
Yeah, Fontecchio. Shout out to Simone.
Alex, did you put that up? What is that no thing?
All right, hear me out.
No to anybody.
Hear
that
me
can't
out,
shoot.
Alex. Alex, trade idea. We get a
Yeah.
call. We want to trade 5 for 18 and 22. I don't know how we get that done. And with 18 and 22, we take Zach Edey and Kyle Filipowski. Who says no?
Everyone.
We try.
Twin Towers.
We tried out
And Duran.
I saw
We tried
saw Zach Edey last weekend.
What'd you
we
think?
played-
He didn't
What'd
look
you
that
think
big.
Quote. I'm making a quote graphic. He didn't look that big in
Also,
person.
he was late for his flight. He was the last person on the plane.
Wow, bad
Oh.
character guy.
Yeah.
They
Makes you
kept it.
wonder.
We don't want any
Listen.
turds.
Listen to this. They kept
Next
it
thing you know,
open for him.
Really?
And he dropped the I'm Zach Edey thing. He name dropped himself at the front desk.
Oh my God.
So I'm sitting there waiting for my flight. My flight was at the next. I was kind of early, so that was my terminal. And then you see those people leave, and then like 5 minutes later, so he got on the plane. This lady getting sprinted through the airport in a wheelchair gets to the front desk, bawling her eyes out. Please let me on this flight. And they said no.
Wow.
But Zach Edey got on. Zach Edey got on. That grandmother crying to see her sons couldn't get on the plane.
You know what
Zach
they
Edey.
call
Yeah,
that?
we're on time.
They call that aura. The kids call that aura. He's
That's
got
pretty
it.
cool. It's pretty cool.
All right. Let's play a fun game. Let's
the
dumb
game
it down. One word emotion. I'm just going to read off. I'm going to go to the Ringer mock draft. I'm just going to read off the mock draft names. And you tell me if this player was picked by the Pistons, your emotion in one word. Nice, Alex. Segment time. One word emotion. All right. The first pick. Pretending this is for the Pistons. Zachary Risache.
Happy.
Don't care. Sorry, one
Just
word.
2 words.
Indifferent.
Nice. I guess it doesn't have to be an emotion. It could be anything. It could be a sound effect. It could be whatever you want.
Okay.
Alex Sarr, Piston.
Steel.
Nice.
Hall of Famer. Whoa. Dare I?
Reed Shepard.
Love it. Love. One word. Love.
White.
Matas Buzelis.
Death.
The correct answer there is nepotism. One word, nepotism.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Yep. Cody Williams from Colorado, Piston.
Bum.
Same name.
I thought you were going to say Cody Wilkins.
Bum.
Bum.
Okay. Stefan Castle from UConn, Piston.
Mid.
Dog.
I like that. Donovan Clingan, UConn, Piston.
Big. I like this game.
Tall.
I like big and tall section. Big and tall section where he's going to be shopping. All right, a little bit of a wild card here. He's risen the boards late. I'm familiar with him this game because I'm a Big East sweat. But Devin Carter from Providence, Piston.
Who?
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, indifferent. I don't know.
Gamer.
Okay. One.
2 more.
Any more? Oh.
Yeah, there's only 2. Well, actually, let me jump around. I'm skipping this guy. No one knows who that is. Dalton Connect, Tennessee. Piston.
Superstar.
Nice.
Wow, that was good. Certified bucket.
2
That is
words.
2
Cody.
words.
I hyphenated it.
Wet.
Whoa. Whoa.
Swish.
Swish. That's good.
Rob Dillingham, Kentucky. Piston.
Naughty.
Sexy.
Oh.
Whoa.
All right. Last one. Zach Edey. Purdue.
Canadian.
Not that big.
Small.
2 words. Alex's friend.
Small Canadian. Airport buddy.
Boilermaker.
Oh, 15th
Purdue.
on the board. Tyler Kolick, Marquette.
Scrub.
Piston.
That guy's a scrub.
Yeah, bad.
Death.
Scrub.
Wait, one more.
Okay.
Bronny James.
3-and-D, man. It's
Welcome
gonna be a
home,
star.
LeBron. One run-on word.
Welcome home, LeBron.
Taco Tuesday.
Like, in all seriousness, though, Bronny James is going to be so bad. It's not his fault.
Dude, I
but
think it's going to be good.
Did
if
see
you
Bill
actually do, it's the
Simmons'
worst take you've
idea?
ever had.
Or it could be the best.
I
you
did,
see
Cody.
Bill Simmons' idea.
Yeah, it was good. That's good stuff. Use him as
Like, give us
leverage.
Max Christie. I would use that. Take him at 5 and trade him for Max Christie. Who says no? Alex, Michigan State fans. probably.
Max Christie's parents.
Max
Yeah.
Christie's a loser.
Probably not. Oh, Max Christie, Xavier Tillman.
Huh?
They could link up.
Austin Reeves. Trading for Austin Reeves. There's our shooting.
That would be a total steal. Sports movie draft. Is that what that means? You know, when Alex is fed up with the segment. I like the one word emotion. We might have to keep that as a thing. Okay. So let me get the random number generator up. Alex is probably searching movies right now. Let me set the scene.
Wrong.
5 picks each person, 15 total picks. Sports, movies, your favorite or best, whatever, however you want to determine it. Your 5. No documentaries. That doesn't mean it can't be based on a true story. There's a difference there. It just can't be like a documentary. If it's a movie that was based on a true story, that's fine. let me share my screen so we can see how this goes. So how we do it is our guest will pick. Cody, you pick what number you want 1 through 10 to be your number. 4? Alex?
Well, that's
Alex. That I was going to say, that was a total cuck right there. That was a great move by our guest.
2.
I'm going to go 7 as my number. Here we go. This is straighty. Huge. What pick do you want, Alex?
3rd.
Oh, wow.
I'm not confident in this draft, so I'd rather watch you guys be
First. I wanted first bad.
Wow. You haven't won one. I don't have one.
I have. It's just for me. This draft's going to be about what I want to do. It's not going to be about the graphic.
Me too.
In case I suck.
Me too.
Yeah. Look at us.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get started. Sports Movie Draft. First pick. Clear 1-1. Hoosiers. Great movie. Not for every pick. My sales pitch. Go ahead, Cody. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, just go ahead. Sales pitch.
Sales pitch.
Hoosiers.
It's a good movie.
It's a must watch. Well,
Alex
had never seen it until like 2 years ago when I lived with him. Crazy move. I actually almost was not his friend after he told me that.
Okay.
Forced him to watch it, I think, the Wednesday before March Madness to get us in the zone.
No, it's Tuesday. Because Michigan State played in the play-in.
Oh, Aaron Henry game. Yeah. Anyways, it is just a perfect movie. I'm obviously biased. I ended up going to Butler. But when you go there, it gets mentioned all the time. It's based on a true story, so you have that going for you as well. Who doesn't love a good Gene Hackman as a coach? Has great scenes throughout the tournament, the montage, the underdog story. I think we also grew up in a very small town. We can all relate to like what that downtown looked like, how obsessed people were with high school sports. So great movie. Jimmy Chitwood, also one of the best fictional athletes of all time, by far. I mean, the guy just did not miss. It's wet. Little love action, little romance too.
Okay. I'll go with a boring pick, and then I'm gonna get a little off the wall once it comes back to me. But I'm gonna go Rocky, just because I think it's iconic.
Never seen it.
Which one?
Set up a massive franchise. I'm gonna go Rocky 1. Set up.
Okay. Sloppy.
Wrote it down, but never seen it.
Really?
It's probably not the best. It's probably not the best, but I think you don't have Rocky 2, 3. You don't have Creed without Rocky 1.
True.
Knows the stairs.
Yeah.
True underdog story. What's not to like? So I'll go Rocky, and then we'll get a little Wicked here on the turn.
My only 2 cents is that's good for the graphic. That'll just pop. The only downside of Rocky, I would say, is it does get slow, but we know that's just a gripe for me. It's impressive. Maybe it'll come up later if anyone takes a different one. But the punching scenes, you can tell it was an older movie. Like, it gets better throughout the series of how they learn how to film it. But the ending fight, I mean, it's an all-time fight. It's an all-time fight.
Fair.
Alex,
Okay.
2 picks for you. Air Bud.
I'm going to say Remember the Titans.
That felt like it was due.
Trust Tree?
Good movie? You didn't like it?
I've never seen it all the way through.
Oh!
I've seen parts.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Ryan Gosling?
He's in it.
Yeah. Denzel?
Yes. Star-studded. Great movie.
Wasn't Gosling
twists and turns?
I heard he was a liability. Yeah. That's a joke I always see.
Yeah.
He's like the Cali kid, isn't he?
That's the only thing he's never been good at in his life. His corner.
True. If you ever feel bad about Ryan Gosling and his looks, just know that we would dummy him in any athletic activity, most likely.
Good film.
Your favorite scene? I try to get Alex to slow down on the snake drafts. He likes to blow right through him.
Favorite scene? When they sing in the locker room. Ain't no mountain high enough.
That's a great song, too.
Can I go to my next pick, Dad?
Yep.
Okay. You guys think I should go comedy or serious?
You're a funny guy. Go comedy.
I have a lot of honorable mentions for this. I have a lot of movies on here.
And a couple overrateds too, I think. It's going to be a good mix.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Happy Gilmore.
Damn it.
Quotable movie for sure.
And
I love golf.
He wasn't gonna take Rocky.
Favorite
I
quote?
Stupid.
Quote that you say the most from that movie, Alex, in your life. Like, what do you find yourself saying in public? I have one easy. I always say it.
What is it?
Gilmore happy.
I do like doing that one.
Whenever someone does something that they sucked at, I always end up saying Happy learned how to putt when it, like you figure something out.
Yeah.
Always say that.
I've never heard you say that to me.
Well, because you're good at everything.
Right.
I used to like
Right.
I like screaming at refs like I'll see you in the parking lot.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one is just the Lafferty Daniel Gilmore Happy because I can hear Evan. I can just hear Evan doing it.
Lafferty Daniel and
Gilmore Happy. Oh, that's good.
I feel like
Good.
I've heard a listener in front of the show Ben V say the phrase like Mr. Gilmore accomplished that feat no more than 3 hours ago. And it just gets me. I may be making that up, but I swear I've heard him say that.
It's just a funny movie, dude. It's
Also-
one of the more quotable movies.
Trust Tree as Men, the montage scene of her with the beers and the lingerie when you were a young boy, that was like one of those
Yeah.
moments where like, wow, I think I like girls.
Yeah, good moment. I mean, I already knew I liked girls, and I might have taken you a little longer, it sounds like. But yeah.
Also, just like Ben Stiller being the villain of the nursing home.
Great start to the movie too. Yeah, you just pulled sewing duty or long, or long hair duty. The clown shooting his golf ball back.
God,
That got brought up in Chicago.
Funny,
Oh man.
funny movie.
Mhm.
I feel good about that pick.
Also, the ending scene, how he makes that putt when the water towel is so cool. I remember being like, could that actually happen in real life?
Yeah.
Oh,
Elite.
No.
sorry. Last one.
Keep
Remember when I
going,
showed
keep
you
going.
showed you the scene where I don't know her name, the actress's name, but the main female lead, when she's like, Happy, look, ah, and her voice cracks, and like no one knew about it until I found the scene and sent it to you guys, and you can't unhear it when you see the movie now.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that's Julie Bowen, the mom from Modern Family.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're right.
They're also making a second one. For Netflix.
Gilmore Happy too?
Yeah. I don't know.
No, it definitely is her.
Lafferty Daniel.
Yeah.
A cold,
Oh, that would hurt.
a nice cold cut combo. He's in the batting
I'm gonna
cage
go-
taking baseballs off the forehead. Sorry, Cody, go ahead.
Dude, it's such a funny movie. I didn't watch that again.
I don't know what Grant's gonna pick.
No, you
worry
don't.
about Grant's garbage.
I only have one more in my tier one, and I have 2 movies in my tier 1 list. I hope you don't take the other.
I have a personal favorite in my tier 1 list left. As
I think I'm
well.
gonna leave one for you. I think I know one that you're gonna take. But I'm gonna take.
Air Bud.
No, I'm gonna take Caddyshack. It's been a while.
Oh,
but-
dude.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You're gonna
You
take
took
that, Alex?
You took
Dude, I
the
love that
one
movie.
funny golf movie.
Love
so I'll take
that
the other
movie.
one. Yeah.
I honestly might like Caddyshack more than Happy Gilmore, but that's just
Happy Gilmore is just like kind of more iconic because it's newer.
Caddyshack is hilarious.
I
Have
need
you
to
seen
rewatch
It's
Caddyshack.
so funny.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
I love it. The
It's
thing I
cool,
always
though.
say from that is the scene when it's Chevy Chase and I'm blanking. Bill Murray, and he's playing through his house. And Chevy Chase said, "We got a pool and a pond out back. I think a pond would be better for you." That's just so good. It's just such a dig to Bill Murray, and it's just deadpan.
That movie's funny too. God, I love that.
Or
movie.
like Be the Ball. That's
Be the
that's
Ball.
a good one. I feel like I say a
I-
lot.
And I never slice.
Yeah, I used to watch that movie anytime it was on TV, and it was always on TV, so I watched it all the time.
Good soundtrack too, I think, from what I remember.
Chevy Chase says thank you very little, which is a funny way to say that expression.
G's a big fan of Caddyshack. Fun fact.
Yeah, that feels right up Garrett's alley. Just right up his alley.
Loves that movie.
Every dad, I think, loves that movie.
It's good.
So, well, you get 2, right? Or no?
No, you.
No, I'm
Right.
first. Oh, I get 2. Okay. I haven't taken a funny one yet. I might wait because I feel like you guys are going on a run on them. I'm going to take my other tier 1, Friday Night Lights.
Yep. I knew you were
Just
gonna do
all-time
Never seen
movie.
it.
What? You still haven't?
Start to finish. I've only seen parts of it. I've seen the full
haven't seen-
TV show Friday Night Lights.
that. Yeah,
Have you
I
seen the
think
ending
I-
of the movie?
I think
Because
the
that's going
TV
to be,
show's better
I don't
than
want
the
to
movie.
spoil it for you, but I kind of have to talk about it. Have you seen the ending of Friday Night
I've
Lights?
seen the movie, but just never like sat down and watched it from beginning to end. But I've probably seen the whole movie.
People forget Tim McGraw's in it, which you don't realize until you're older. Like, oh, that's the dad that beats up his son. Crazy. Just a great, you got Boobie Miles, again, one of the best athletes of our generation. You get invested in his story. There's just so many storylines of each player that like you can't stop rooting for them throughout. And then what makes it the best is the movies that kind of suck. Like it sucks that it has to happen that way, but they're so memorable is when the good guy doesn't always win and they fall up a yard short. And you just, I'll never forget the first time I saw it and how emotionally sad I actually felt at fictional characters not winning a football game. And that all like the next day I woke up thinking like, I can't believe they didn't win. And it's like, if a movie does that to me, it's always going to be a tier 1.
It's fair.
My next one, this is where I'm starting. All right, this is comedy, and this is probably the one I've seen the most of all these movies. Maybe Hoosiers is up there, but Sandlot, just a classic. Growing up,
Would take that. I wanted to
I
steal
just
that
don't-
one from you.
I just don't know what kid wouldn't want that childhood growing up where you just hang with the boys. Ours was probably hairball, but like a similar sporting activity where like, hey, we're coming out of our houses, we're going to this field. We didn't have a crazy dog to deal with, but just like simple life in the summer. The scenes that really stand out when they do the July 4th celebration and they get fireworks light up the sky. They get to play a night game. I mean, just so good. Also a great shit talking scene in there when they have the rival baseball team. But yeah, I don't know if there's any of those scenes from Sandlot you guys love.
Love that movie as
I
well.
resemble that kid. So
Probably watched it like 50, 55 times.
It turns out the tobacco scene, you and Evan recreated that from what you guys have told me when you first tried tobacco, essentially.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a gross part.
We were 12.
It's a gross part of the movie. Wendy Peppercorn. Also,
The
they mix in a little bit of
lifeguard
romance.
scene is the best. The best part.
Bonk.
Well, just him,
Tan-
him talking about it is the funny part.
She knows what she's doing. Oiling and tanning and oiling. Oh, I can't take it anymore.
Huh.
All right.
I got four
Forever.
movies.
Yes.
Thoughts.
Forever.
The Colossus of Cloud.
Forever.
I'm
The
gonna
Great
take Space
Bambino.
Jam.
Oh, I didn't even
Aw,
miss by me.
Yeah,
That was next on my list.
Definitely not the second one. Thanks, LeBron, for ruining it. Not my goat. But I mean, it's just such an iconic movie. People forget, like, I think Danny Ainge was in it.
Bill Murray
Charlie
again.
Murphy,
There was a lot of
Murray
famous
again.
people in that.
Larry Johnson.
Larry Bird,
It was my favorite
Great
movie as a
Bird.
kid.
Mike's Secret Stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Bunny.
Favorite movie as a
Fuck Me If You
child.
Must.
Space Jam.
It's
Great
just such a good
soundtrack.
movie.
Yeah,
Great
you know,
soundtrack.
Seal.
From I Believe I Can Fly
Seal.
to the ending song, you know?
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Stupid question.
Dog.
When you were a little kid, did you think you could actually fall through a golf hole like he does to go to the planet? I remember being so freaked out by that. I was like, he just got yanked through a golf hole.
No.
Like when you were a little kid.
No.
Okay.
I wasn't stupid.
Just me? All right.
Just you.
Great
So it's
pick.
me?
It's you.
Yep.
2.
Wow, that's tough. Two of mine just came off the board. Now I don't like my board.
I mean,
Very
I
much.
have some
take
elite movies that aren't going to make my list, but
Moneyball. I'm gonna take
Oh.
Moneyball.
Probably the best modern one.
Yeah, really,
Ish.
really good movie.
it's fine. But the hard part about Moneyball is they don't end up winning anything.
No, they don't.
Will
Yeah.
they just go to the playoffs?
But
Yeah,
that
they
winning
don't
streak,
actually
though.
win anything. But that winning streak in the middle. Bat Jonah
And those-
Hill.
The song from his daughter, I mean, it kind of brings in the little
Come on,
sentimental.
It's a great movie.
Jonah Hill.
I hope someone takes draft day, just for our listeners.
I thought about it for the memes.
Just a big old Kevin Costner mug. Will Kevin Costner movie get taken?
No matter.
That's a big question.
No matter what.
Field
No
of
matter
Dreams.
what.
I was thinking of a different one. Moneyball, good pick though. Really good pick. Brad Pitt. I mean, Brad Pitt's one of the GOAT actors. Any Brad Pitt movie, I'll probably watch. Back to Alex.
Wow. I'm on the edge of
Brutal.
my seat.
So I got baseball, I got golf, I
Uh huh.
got football.
He's going by sport. He's thinking how to divide. Oh, I just thought of an honorable
Great
mention.
movies are gonna be left out
I don't
there.
think I'm going to draft it though, but it's an honorable mention. I used to love this movie.
There's one basketball movie I really liked, but I don't know if other people liked it. But I had it like on DVD and I watched it all the time. All the time. And I'd
Be
be a
true to
fool
yourself.
if I didn't take it because it's a true movie for me.
I'd be a fool.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Here, bud.
It's called no, like Mike.
Yep, that's what I typed. I knew it.
Mike.
I could read your brain.
Yeah, I loved that movie. I watched it all the time. Great film. I think it's a little.
Did you? Yeah, great soundtrack too.
Yeah, he could cram, and he was like 5'2".
When he goes to the hotel and gets to order room service, and he just orders everything and gets sick.
Yeah,
Dream.
yeah, good. That who's the player that he's like with?
Kinda like a-
about him being on the team.
Yeah.
He's like banging this chick, and he gets all upset. Not actually.
Yeah. Remember when he drives the car? The little kid drives the car and he can't see over the wheel.
It seems like basketball movies based on Michael Jordan do well.
They go to his house and they draw up the
Six
triangle
suckers.
offense. They drive the triangle offense on the windows so he can learn the offense. And he just starts little Bob Wow just starts dunking the basketball at an alley oops.
4'2".
I will say this. That movie, again, this is maybe just Grant's childhood, but at the young age I would watch that. The orphan dad really scared me. Like I was petrified of that man. When he would like try to kidnap him, that was scary. And then they had the kid from not Home Alone. Or was it? The bully in one of that movie? Oh, Christmas Story. The bully from A Christmas Story. The butch kid. Like he was also a problem in that movie. But then he flips to the good side at the end, I believe.
It's a good movie. Good underdog story. Turned NBA. And then it's really sad when he loses his powers in the game. And you're like, oh man. this
Yeah.
sucks.
Also, I used to
Maybe
create
I'll
that
find a
team
better
in
series.
I used to create that team in NBA 2K. I
Dude,
did
it's like
create.
it's very popular 2K team, like create a team.
They were like the
Knights.
Knights. Yeah. Los Angeles Knights. That's good stuff.
Sick. Good movie. It sounds like Wilkins has
gonna-
never seen it.
Allen Iverson was
I
in
was
the
a
movie.
big like Mike guy. I'll take Rookie of the
Ooh.
Year.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie.
Really?
Is that Dennis Quaid or is that the kid movie?
Is that the kids
It's,
from the Cubs?
It's
This
Henry
is-
Rowinger. He
Yep,
breaks
yep.
his arm and pitches for the Cubs.
It's basically
has
like
an
Mike
absolute
baseball
heater.
version.
Yeah,
Yes.
I used to think that was going to happen to me at some point when I was actually interested
Still could.
in baseball. I was like, what if I just break my arm and pitch for the
Throw
Tigers?
95.
We should have pushed you out of the bleachers at Wrigley Field and just seen if it happened.
So
I have
don't
a
know.
baseball
I
movie I
watched
liked
that movie
better
quite a bit
than
growing up.
You know who stole the show in that movie? The pitching coach, the crazy pitching coach. Was that the same movie or no? Am I thinking of a different
Gary?
movie?
Was it Gary Busey? Was he
I don't-
the pitching coach?
I don't remember much about this movie.
I might be thinking of the wrong thing. No, this was like they had the catcher that took him under his wing, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I need to watch this again potentially.
Yeah,
I'm getting them all twisted up.
Brent.
Okay, I got 2 to finish it out.
Can't
I'm
believe
going into.
Wilkins didn't take. Crazy if he doesn't take that.
All right, one's a pander pick. One's a kind of a pander pick, and it's really I'm drafting it for like 2 scenes. I haven't taken a funny one yet.
You have 2 picks right now.
Yeah, I'm ending my draft right
I'm
now.
really gonna be upset if
talking
you
about-
take my last pick.
Are you talking about
Don't say it,
a
Wilkins.
bowling movie, Alex? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
If you take a
Alright,
bowling
just making
movie,
sure. Just
I don't
making
really
I
have
don't
a
even
funny
know any
movie.
bowling movies.
There's a lot of funny movies left on the board right
All right, I'm
There
taking
are.
I'm taking one that I didn't really get growing up. I didn't think it was that cool, and then I thought it was cool for culture references, for the acting, for the actors, the lifestyle. White Men Can't Jump. That I've seen that movie
saw
at least.
that movie for the first time like 3 years ago.
I've seen it like
think-
seven
think it was
times
that
or
good.
so. I think the dynamics between two actors, they're great actors. It's kind of like the degenerate side where they're basically betting on pickup basketball games and what's the actor's name? The white guy. I can't think of it.
The white guy, Woody Harrelson.
now.
His wife in the movie or girlfriend, she's hilarious too when she goes on her Jeopardy run and she just becomes a wizard at Jeopardy. Like there's enough there. I can tell by your guys' faces that you hate it. You're making me feel self-conscious about it, but I have to stay true to me. There was a pander pick on the board that I don't think I'm going to take. Yeah, I'm not going to take the pander pick. I'm going to end the draft for me with a comedy. Since I don't have one, I'm taking Dodgeball. A true
No, I had it perfectly lined up to have 5 sports. I had it all lined up, and you ruined it for me. I can still make it work.
There's one
That
movie on the
one-
board that's its own sport.
That one really just there's so many lines from that. Joni loves Chachi. Cramming up your cram hole to floor. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. I mean, come on. It just goes. Yeah,
Vince
just
Vaughn
that.
doesn't miss.
No,
That's a great movie.
there's a guy on our team that dresses like a pirate. At the end,
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Dodger Rose, you're about as useful as a poopy flavored lollipop. Is it good for me to drink my own urine? No, but it's sterile and I like the taste.
Another one where Ben Stiller doesn't miss.
We should have just done a comedy sports movie draft. I think we could have got that done. There's a
You
lot.
could have done it. You could have done it.
Yeah, you definitely could. So
gonna
I'm taking
leave it on the
Dodgeball.
board.
I feel like that was better for me than
Okay.
White Men Can't Jump. Thanks.
All right, I'm
Excited
gonna
to
take
hear
a
your
movie that
panda
you might.
pick.
I'm gonna stay true to myself. This is a stay true to yourself moment. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick a movie you might not necessarily think of as a sports movie.
Here,
Oh
bud.
boy.
No, it's Cars 1. It's Cars.
I knew you. I knew
It's a
you were going
sports
to. I saw right through you. You wore a Lightning McQueen shirt in Chicago. I knew this was being picked.
It is a sports movie.
I mean, it gave
Oh,
us
yeah.
potentially the best song to ever come from a movie.
Life is a Highway.
Flats. Yeah.
Mm. I need to watch
So,
this movie again. I've seen it like twice. And I was young.
Yeah.
I need to see it again.
we were
Yeah,
kind of
me
old
too,
when it
Mater.
came out.
What can you do?
Whoops.
I mean, Chick Hicks, Kachuga,
Ka-chow.
Ciao.
King. No, the Chick Hicks was Kachuga. Lightning McQueen was Kachow.
I know. I'm just
Oh.
doing the ka-chow. I'm just doing the
Really,
ka-chow.
really teaches sportsmanship too.
Wasn't there like a little French pace car?
legends.
Or
Yeah, the
Italian,
Yeah.
he's the Italian forklift.
the guys that fix.
yeah.
Who are the guys that fix the car when he pulls into the pit stop? Those guys are sweet.
Guido.
God.
They just named him Guido. Wait, I'm pulling it
Yeah.
up, dude.
Dude, the coldest scene in movie history is when he throws all the tires in the air by himself and goes, and then looks at the other pit crew and goes, "Pete, stop."
Dude, just stereotyping. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, it's sick.
I need to watch this again bad.
Yeah, I just remember my
Bad day.
brain couldn't wrap
Bad day to be
around
set
like
tires.
everyone being a car. Something about it, just like really like. I was watching it as a kid. I'm like, dude, this just doesn't make sense.
When the two
Doesn't make
twins
sense.
flash their lights at him.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
dude,
like,
there's always
lightning,
dirty
and they-
references in Disney movies.
No,
Wow.
I saw this. Fun fact: I saw that movie when it came out at MJR and Adrian, and there was only 2 seats available, and they were front row at the end, far right. I remember sitting there with one of my friends from elementary school, and it was like, "Wow, this must be a really, really great film." All the seats in the house are filled up. You'll never see a movie like that again. Besides
Infinity War,
Besides Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Barbie.
Oppenheimer.
Dark Knight Rises.
Didn't see that movie in theaters.
Yikes.
Big miss. Alex?
Alex?
I mean, I'm hungry to get to my honorable mentions. There's some good films.
Yeah.
So I just want to have a different sport for my fifth one.
Okay. Whatever makes you happy, man.
I wanted dodgeball real bad.
Yeah, we know.
I'm gonna
There's
take.
there's a classic out there.
Yeah, I know what movie you're talking about, and I haven't really seen it, so it would be very fraudulent
Okay.
for me to take it.
Interesting.
That's fair.
It would probably be the most popular movie on this any of our lists.
Really?
Yeah,
We haven't taken
timeless classic, but I haven't really seen.
Is it probably boring then?
I mean, I think people like it. I think
involves
Wilkins and I are talking.
Or people? What?
It involves
Who has
white
picks
belts.
left? Is it just me?
Nobody.
Just you.
You're
That's the
right.
last pick.
Oh, the
It's
movie we're
Karate
talking about
Kid.
is Karate Kid.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it.
It's not. It did have a Netflix spinoff. I'm not going to say it's not popular.
Cobra Kai.
It's solid.
I'll take. So I could have taken that to get my fifth sport, but I didn't see that movie. And then there's the Miracle hockey movie, but I didn't see that either.
There's one more classic out there.
That was my pander pick. Was Miracle.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Feel the Rhythm.
I did think about that, but I've only seen it like once or twice.
What movie is
Alex
that?
has never seen it.
Cooler Runnings.
Oh,
Cool.
I've definitely seen that
Just
movie
make it pop
5
something.
times. I didn't think about that though. I'm gonna take
That was
Talladega
my-
Nights for my
Ah.
That's a good-
That's a classic.
Ricky Booby.
I mean, Shake and Bake will be around forever.
When he
Yeah,
thinks he's
talk about
paralyzed,
another
he stabs
funny
himself in the leg.
Like when they kiss. Wait, don't they kiss the finish line?
Yeah. When he thinks he's on fire at the track. And
How about when he like
tiny whiteys.
he drives with the cougar in his back seat and he crashes into someone's house? He has to go to the local Applebee's and like gets drunk and makes out.
Oh my god, that movie's too good.
Ricky Booby. People need to say that more often.
Hey, you, Ricky Booby.
One of the best like side characters of all time is that guy, the villain.
One of the best side characters ever is the kids. The two
Ricky
little kids,
Bobby.
they just bully the grandpa at dinner.
Yeah, that's true.
Will Ferrell's just funny, dude.
Yeah.
That's the draft. Are we
If
ready
you don't
for
chew
honorable
big-
mentions?
If you don't chew big red,
Let me just read through the teams again real quick.
Ricky Booby.
excellence. God, there's just so many.
When he praised the baby Jesus,
Oh.
the only baby Jesus.
I'm just a big hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
It's funny.
Yeah, dear
All
Lord,
the
baby
quotes.
Jesus, or as our brothers in the South call you, Jesus. Thank you so much for this bountiful harvest of Domino's.
What do they say
KFC,
about-
Taco Bell?
Mountain Dew. There's a
I'm
drink
all
Mountain
jacked
Dew.
up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Oh, man.
Funny.
What a film.
Funny
The
movie.
He's like,
drafts.
break it, Pepe Le Pew. Sorry, go ahead, Grant.
You're good. So for me it was Hoosiers, Friday Night Lights, Sandlot, White Men Can't Jump, Dodgeball. Cody was Rocky, Caddyshack, Space Jam, Rookie of the Year, Cars. Alex was Remember the Titans, Happy Gilmore, Moneyball, Like Mike, Talladega Nights. Pretty solid, I would say. Miracle, you already mentioned that, Alex.
To
Miracle.
quote the great
Uh,
Colonel Sanders. Yeah. Field of Dreams. Field of
Finish
Dreams.
what did Colonel Sanders say?
He said, I'm
Too
too
drunk
drunk
to
to
eat
taste
this
this
chicken."
chicken. He's like, help me, Jesus. Help me, Jewish God. Help me, Allah. Help me, Tom Cruise.
Oh, I like that. I like that KFC one. We should use that in our future if we get chicken. And we should have said that when we got Chick-fil-A in Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to quote the great
sure.
Colonel
That's what
Sanders.
it is.
Too drunk to taste this chicken.
That's one of those quotes where, like, if you said it, I wouldn't know. I would have thought you made it because I don't remember that from the movie. But someone would remember. Field of Dreams is ass.
Reading-
He's flying,
reading
he's flying
these
through the
quotes
air
are
in slow
so
motion, and he's like, "Yep, I'm flying through the air. This is not good."
Yeah, Field of Dreams sucks, but it's on the list. Waterboy,
Oh,
Waterboy.
Bad News
that
Bears,
That was one I
Mm.
struggled with.
Semi-pro.
That's a good one.
Has anybody here seen basketball?
Yeah,
No.
it's really stupid. Excuse my French.
But as a sport, though, it was really interesting.
The longest
It'd be a
yard.
fun sport to play.
Longest yard. There's a good one
Rudy.
there. No, I think that Rudy's overrated.
As a Notre
Angels in
He
the
was off.
outfield.
He was also offsides.
Dame. Challengers. New one. Good one.
Oh, bonk. Zendaya.
Oh, I
Um,
heard that movie.
What about Dennis Quaid, one of my favorite actors, The Rookie, when he's like an old high school baseball coach and plays for the Tampa Bay
That was
Rays?
That was not
did
bad.
anybody say Major League?
No,
Bull Durham?
that's a funny one. Major League, I think, is better than Bull Durham.
Go-
Coach
Goon?
Carter.
Never seen Goon. Coach Carter,
Carter's not
solid.
bad.
The Blind Side.
Hoop
Oh,
Dreams?
my childhood crush, Sandra Bullock.
It's a weird
Blindside was
crush.
good. Damn, Blindside was really good.
We Are Marshall.
Oh,
I had that on my
Great.
list.
Jerry Maguire.
yeah, that's a good one. That leans more into romance. I thought
Jerry
about it. I do like
Maguire?
that movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not a sports movie.
I mean it is. Like
Fever
it's
Pitch?
about. I do love that. That's a cult classic. I love Fever Pitch.
Yes.
When he makes them dance for Red Sox season tickets, it gets me every time. That's a great scene.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's good stuff.
42.
Nah.
Yeah,
It's not bad. It's just not that. It's not that entertaining.
the two Rockies that I probably would have taken ahead were Rocky 3. I think is the best Rocky if I have to rank them because I love a little adversity.
Better.
Rocky 4 also good, cheesy, but I love the Cold War angle to that. And when he goes into Russia and fights him, and the best training montage is Rocky 4 when he's in the woods going after it.
Creed is better.
It's more realistic. I'll give you that.
Like we-
Tin Cup, golf one, probably a Garrett fan. Maybe not. I love Tin Cup.
That's Shia LaBeouf.
No, it's Kevin Costner when he loses the U.S. Open because he goes for it on hole 18.
That's Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf is in a golf. Oh, the greatest game ever played.
Tin Cup.
Yeah, Tin Cup.
You could argue High School
Have you
Musical 1.
Could you?
No.
Alex, have you seen Tin Cup? Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah, I was confusing it with the Shia LaBeouf movie.
What happens in Tin
That
Cup?
movie sucks.
Alex, I thought you were gonna. Yeah.
He
Elaborate.
hits it in the water like 4 times. Loses.
Just a great golf scene.
Yeah, it's
What?
depressing.
Kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
Not a good movie.
Let me say this. Marissa's brother-in-law, Matt, him and I had the same kind of humor. And we both like would just laugh about clothes from kicking and screaming. And I think it was like last Christmas we were up there or so. Maybe last summer. We made everyone that was over watch that movie. Boy, have I never felt more uncomfortable. Where like it was still funny to myself and Matt, but you could tell like it is aged differently, and a lot of people like they don't like the humor at all, and no one was laughing but us too. So I was like,
That's fair.
it hasn't aged as well as I thought. But man, if you do Beyond Sun or like any of those quotes, I'm getting a half calf. I will laugh. Just know I will laugh.
Have you guys seen Invictus?
Give me a juice box.
What movie?
No.
Invictus? It's pretty good.
Bench Warmers. That's a good movie.
Yeah. That's a raunchy one. He beef stews him out of the jump.
We missed on draft day. What's the movie where Kevin James recently played as Sean Payton?
Oh, I don't know. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
What an absurd film.
Secretariat.
No.
Secretariat.
Did anyone say
Super
semi-pro?
boring. Yeah, I said semi-pro.
Yeah.
And you said
Coffee-
You said that's a good movie.
When they invent the alley-oop is an all-time sports scene. All time.
Yeah.
There's the alley. There's the oop.
Have you guys
Can't
seen
stop.
another Kevin Costner movie? It's pretty newish. Wow.
Yellowstone?
McFarlane, USA. That's a good movie.
No.
He like coaches like a cross country team in New Mexico. It's worth a watch. It's very heartwarming.
Blades of Glory, Balls of Fury.
Blades of Glory. Hustle.
The replacements? Shane Falco?
That one's really good.
Ford versus Ferrari.
Invincible.
Oh, Game Plan with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the Boston
That
Generals?
movie sucks. Southpaw?
Hardball?
Never seen
RPG,
Southpaw?
baby? No.
Gran Turismo,
there-
the newest movie?
Was there a
I'm
Blue
not-
Mountain State movie?
Yes,
Or
it
am I
sucked.
dreaming that?
Yeah.
Blue Mountain State is a
Rise
TV
of
series.
Rise
though.
of Thadland.
Yeah, he has his own.
The Rise of Badland. I thought Alex was going to be edgy and take this newer one, Air. I thought you were going to take the Nike documentary or
I
Nike
do like
movie.
that movie. But
Yeah.
No.
Thought you were going to take that.
The Mighty Ducks.
Oh, what a miss. I didn't even have it on my list. I love that. Gordon Bombay.
Grant really likes that movie. I didn't love that movie.
I actually think number 2 or potentially number 3 is better. That's the hard part. But like Cody did with Rocky, you kind of want to pay tribute to what started it all. But I think I like 2 or 3 better. Knuckle Puck. Who didn't try to shoot a knuckle puck?
Yeah, that's fair.
Jump In. Corbin Blue. Yes.
I did see that. It's a double Dutch movie. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty
And
good.
Somebody say
and
he
he's-
got game. Denzel.
I was thinking of the soccer ones. Isn't there like a...
Ben-
What are the
Bend
ones
It
that
Like
the girls
Beckham.
like? Bend It Like Beckham or she's
Nacho
She's Got
Libre.
Game? That's a stretch.
Nacho.
That's the best movie of this entire. Get that corn out of my face. Sometimes I like to wear my stretchy pants.
Airbud should be honorable mention.
Nacho Libre would be the best movie if that we were trying to.
Nacho.
Jack Black's greatest performance is Nacho Libre.
Just scrolling through movies now.
Sometimes a man has to wear his stretchy pants. Ramsey's not having fun. He's no dancing at the party. That's a great scene in itself when he has to sing at the party to Ramsey.
Oh my god. God, that movie is funny. I love funny movies. I need to watch a movie.
Alex, you need Alex to watch the Shane Gillis stand-up. That is really, really funny.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it right after
10 out of
this.
10.
It's
I might
recent
go-
too. I think.
Logan's, I might go get some Taco Bell and pop down for
No.
Shane Gillis. Oh, I can't.
Yeah,
Game
go
7,
ahead.
guys. Game 7.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's time for Game 7. We need to get out of here. Cheers.
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 Wait. 1 sec. Here it is.
Oh, yeah, cheers.
Surprise! Get that corn out of my face! Surprise! Get that corn out of my face!
Oh. Oh, man.
My head's all tied up like a pretzel. I got a pretzel in my head.
All right. Cheers to 171.
Cheers.
Cheers.